Okay, welcome everyone. My name is Cassius Alexander, and I wanted to share this video of my experience with the 4-on-4 dental implant. I had mine done in Atlanta, Georgia, at Clearchoice on Piedmont Road. Okay, so you see me now. This is like 13 days after surgery. I'll have my 14th day checkup tomorrow. Today being February 13th. I had my surgery on February 1st, 2021. And I want to share with you. I'm doing this on a phone, so if the camera moves, please accept my apology beforehand. And I'm also a novice at this type of thing. So I want to show you myself before the surgery. Okay. So here's a picture of myself before the surgery, as you can see. Okay, so quite naturally I was missing some teeth. In fact, I think I had a total of 19 teeth at the time, and you're supposed to have 32 if you're counting your wisdom tooth on the top and bottom. I had 19, and the 404 implants left me with 28 because they don't do the wisdom teeth on top or bottom. So as you can see, I'll take you through the stages. That was before the surgery. I'll give you a picture. This was me kind of first coming out of surgery. Okay, so I went into surgery. My surgery was scheduled for 8:30 that morning. And I take some blood pressure medications and cholesterol. And so the doctor had told me beforehand to not take the metformin. But it's such a habit to take the medicine that I took it that morning anyway. And I was in a panic, but I didn't want to go in there and tell them I didn't. I didn't want to go in there and not tell them that I took the medication. So I called them up that morning before I was supposed to go in and told them that I had mistakenly taken the metformin anyway. And the receptionist told me that they would have to reschedule me. So of course I was disappointed because I had waited months and months and months for the surgery. But I had scheduled it. I think I went to see them in like December. My surgery was scheduled for February. So anyway, they called me back and told me to come in and they would check my blood sugar and everything was all right. So I had the surgery. I went in at 7:30. So let's go back to this. I'm not going to say that I wanted the surgery just so I could have perfect teeth or anything like that, or for, cosmetic reasons. I guess that would be a small part of it, even though I was a confident person anyway and pretty much successful in my business endeavors. So that gave me confidence anyway. But it was difficult to eat certain things. And plus I had 2 other teeth that were going to come out in the front and it was loose. And I always had to be very careful about how I bite in or something. In fact, one day I went out to dinner with my fiance and I was eating some soup, and all of a sudden I went to put something in my mouth and it was hard. And I was like, what is in this soup? And I pulled it out. It was one of my teeth had fell out in the bowl of soup. I was like, okay, I got to do something about this. So I had checked around places. And the one thing that led me to 4-on-4 surgery was because I did not want to wear dentures. I just did not want to wear dentures. It was going to say to me, you're old. You know what I'm saying? And which I am getting old. So, but I did not want to wear dentures. I did not want that. So I checked some places, and it was places where I could have had dental implants done, but I would have had to been in dentures for 6 to 9 months. And while my gums were healing, and they was going to do some grafting of gums and, different type of surgeries. And I would have wore dentures for 6 to 9 months, and I didn't want that. I wanted it to be done all in one day and walk out of there with teeth in my mouth. And the places I went, I'm going to say where I could get good work done, and they would have made me wear dentures for 69 months. It was like $28,000 for that procedure. And then I would have got the implant 69 months later. So I didn't do that. I chose to do all in one form for a surgery. And the cost of that was $55,000. Okay. So fortunately, I'm able to take care of that. And to me, it's like they do say, it's like the price of a car. And of course, I would pay $55,000 for a car, a brand new car that I wanted. And since I already have, vehicle that's paid for and all of that, I decided to invest the money into my teeth. And so I chose Clearchoice after going in, having a confrontation with them. I felt real good about them. The receptionist was great. The doctors, everybody that I talked to beforehand made it seem, so welcoming and everything. I wasn't too much worried about the pain because I had researched it and saw that I'm the type of person to believe, okay, someone done it before me, they made it through it all right, I'll be okay. But I did research, and of course, I saw many flattering reports about it, and I saw some that would be disturbing as far as pain, but they weren't necessarily done at the office where mine was done. But anyway, let's get back to the day of the surgery. I went in at 8:30, and they said it was going to be about 6 hours where I would have the first part of the surgery done, and then I would recover for a while in the recovery room when I go in and have the second part. The first part would be the extraction of the teeth and drilling of the screws that go in there. You have 4 screws on top, 4 on bottom. And then you will recover, then they would go back for the placement while you're in the recovery room. I'll tell you about that later. But anyway, so I came out of the recovery room, and coming out of the recovery room, this is how I looked. Okay. And I was definitely still drugged up from the I was put to sleep and everything. I was given I was put to sleep. I don't know why the words are leaving me now, but anyway, so you all know that I was put to sleep, and then I took the pain medicine with me. And while I was in the recovery room, I took a pain pill, and then I went back for the second part. So you saw the pictures. Anesthesia was the word I was looking for. Excuse me. Okay. So after that came this. Okay. So now they put the uppers and bottoms in. When I came out of surgery, my uppers were correct, and when I went back in for to put the bottoms in and everything, I think my bottoms stayed in. I had to go back and do something to my uppers, and then I, had to bite down, and then they had to send them back down to the lab to readjust them because everything is done right there in the office. So they had to readjust the bottoms. So I finally made it home about 7 o'clock. Of course, I had someone with me to drive because there's no way in the world I would have been able to drive because I was so, I was out of it. I wasn't in pain or anything, but I was drugged up. So 2 days later, I still had my fiance here to take care of me, to give me medication, to fix food for me, which I really wasn't able to eat anything. I was drinking Ensure. I probably could have ate some, but I still had like blood in my mouth and stuff like that, but not a tremendous amount, but I just wasn't in the mood to eat anything. I think I drank Ensure for the first day or two, and maybe some soup, if I recall right. Okay, so after that, the swelling kicked in. This was like the second, third day. You'll see. Okay, so that was a picture of me, like the second or third day after surgery. My face was swollen, head. I used ice compressions to keep the swelling down some, but there's no way to stop it completely. So I used ice compressions and everything, and took the medication for pain, and also each day use the antibiotics to, rinse your mouth and all of those things, just to swish it back and forth in your mouth and follow those procedures. Then I began to heal. The swelling was going down some. This was maybe the third to fourth day. Okay, hope you can see it. Third or fourth day. That was me. Okay, and after that, when the swelling started going down some, then it was the black eyes and the bruising. So this is maybe like a week or so in. And after that, I started using heat compressions to take the soreness and the bruising out. So now I am here today. Like I say, tomorrow made 2 weeks exactly. Not going for my checkup. I talk with a little lisp, as you all can tell, if I was to talk. And like I'm doing now, talking too much. So I have a lips with it. But if you want to see so, I'm not much of a smiler anyway. And you'll when you have the surgery, you'll have cracks and everything on the corner of your mouth. I'm not sure why, but they did tell me to expect it. And I also have some lubricant to put there to help with it. But those parts of your mouth be really sore, and I'm not sure why, but it do be really sore. So I just wanted to introduce myself to you all. Most people will be like, if I had to give this as far on as the pain, because that's what most people are worried about, the pain. So on a scale of 1 to 10, after 2 weeks, my pain has been the most. I'm gonna say 1 to 2 on a scale of 10 being the worst, 1 to 2. So it's there now. Sometimes when the numbing wears off and it hasn't completely gone, like this right here, I can't feel that right now. And so at certain places around my chin, all around here, I can feel. And the swelling hasn't gone down completely over here in some places. Now, right here is numb and I can't really feel it. So it hasn't healed completely in 2 weeks. But the pain has been minimal for me. However, I can tell that there's a foreign object in my mouth. I can tell that, of course, because it's there all to it. But your taste is good. You can still taste. I'm on a soft food diet. I think I'll be on a soft food diet for 6 months, maybe 9. But you can eat fish. You can eat soups. You can eat meat that's in the soup that is, small and tender. So that means I don't eat pork anyway. But if you eat pork, I'm sure you can just, eat a pork chop or anything like that, because you can't bite or tear. So therefore, it's mostly soft food, but you can eat fish and things like that. Potatoes. You can eat different things like that. You can eat pasta and all types of things like that, which isn't bad. You know what I'm saying? You can make a lot of different things out of that. You can't eat a lot of acidic foods and stuff like that, and drinking sodas, and you can't do that right now. I'll have an update for you all after tomorrow, my visit, because I'll know more. I'll tell you about the cleaning process and all of that, which I'll find out how to do that now. Right now, I brush back and forth after each meal, and then any snack, I gargle with salt water, but I brush with a certain type of toothpaste, which I will share with you all tomorrow, and a soft toothbrush, and then I gargle with antibiotic mouthwash. I do that with the mouthwash as far as rinsing my mouth out anytime I eat any type of snack, which is mostly jello and applesauce and ice cream, things like that. So, like I said, I'll be back and give you an update after I go in for my 2 week checkup, which will be tomorrow, February 14th, 2021. But it's good. I'm glad I had the surgery. Like I said, I can tell that there is a foreign object in my mouth. I can tell it. I'm sure you get used to it and everything. For me, I like the teeth. I think my top lip looks a little flat. So before I have the actual permanent one. These are only temporary. They don't come out, but they're made out of acrylic, and I think in 6 to 9 months I'll get my permanents, which will be made out of zirconium. So I can make any adjustment until then. They're not going to change these, but before they give you the final, uh, your final teeth, they'll change whatever it is you don't like. So I'm probably going to get them to do something to where my lip comes back out because it looks flat. Actually, I think I look older. A little bit, maybe I do. Than before the surgery, which I'll share pictures with you all uh, of me before surgery. I showed you the picture of me smiling before surgery just so I could put the emphasis on how my teeth look. And, but I will share with you tomorrow or the next video that I post. I'll share with you my pictures, before surgery so you'll see how I look and you can tell me if you think I look older, younger, whatever. So, and then right now I want you all take a guess. Just guess my age. Tell me what you think my age is and I'll tell you what it is. Just tell me what you think it is now. But anyway, I just wanted to share with you all on the phone for uh, all-in-one implant surgery, dental implant surgery. Mine seems to have gone pretty well. Uh, and I'll be posting more videos to give you an update on everything. And I'm going to tell you 100% what the deal is, how it feels, what's going on. I'm not paid by anyone to do this. I'm just posting it to share with you all because I used to watch videos like this before I had the surgery just to see. You know what I'm saying? And so, thank you for tuning in. This is Cassius Alexander again, and I will post another video in the upcoming days. Okay, take care.